Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, The Missionary Position, a creation by Christopher Hitchens. The book, The Missionary Position, 1995, reveals the true story of Mother Teresa, debunking the myth surrounding her noble work and motivations. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Christopher Hitchens, an English author and journalist, was known for his outspoken views on public figures. He identified as a socialist and gained prominence for his critical writings on religion and his advocacy for the Iraq War. He passed away in 2011. With 5 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, the text raises the question of whether it is justified to re-evaluate Mother Teresa's legacy and the perception of her as a saintly figure. It prompts reflection on the true impact of her work and the reasons behind her saintly image. Mother Teresa was made a saint in 2016 by the Pope. Her reputation is closely associated with selflessness and virtuous altruism. However, there are questions on the authenticity and impact of her work that need to be critically examined. Key idea number 1. Mother Teresa became a media star due to inaccurate information. Agnes Boiaxiu, also known as Mother Teresa, was born in Albania in 1910 and became a nun at 18 before moving to India in 1929. She opened homes and hospices for the poor, sick, and dying globally. Her fame stemmed from a 1969 BBC documentary that inaccurately portrayed Calcutta as a living hell, reinforcing the saintly image of Teresa's work. The documentary also depicted a supposed miracle involving a divine light in a dark room, which was later debunked as being caused by new Kodak film. Despite the misconceptions, Teresa's reputation as a saintly figure thrived, making her a household name in the West. Key idea number 2. Teresa's work with Calcutta's poor has been criticized and questioned for not being as altruistic as it appeared. Teresa's work was praised by Western media, but critics like Dr. Fox and Mary Loudon described poor conditions in her centers. Basic drugs were limited, nuns made medical diagnoses, and patients weren't always transferred to hospitals. Despite receiving significant donations, there was little evidence of funds improving conditions. Critics suggest Teresa's motive was more about fetishizing poverty than genuinely helping those in need. Key idea number 3. Teresa's work in the United States mirrored her work in Calcutta. Teresa displayed harsh austerity by removing furniture and refusing modern conveniences like elevators at her centers. Witnesses like Susan Shields observed the negative impact of Teresa's extreme practices, noting that the focus was not on serving the poor, but rather on upholding strict spiritual beliefs. Key idea number 4. Mother Teresa had connections with dictators. Mother Teresa's actions were criticized for not using her influence to condemn oppressive regimes like Jean-Claude Duvaliers in Haiti and Enver Hoxha's in Albania. Instead of speaking out against violence and repression, she accepted honors, met with dictators and their families, and even laid flowers on Hoxha's grave, which gave credibility and support to these oppressive regimes. Key idea number 5. Mother Teresa publicly claimed to be apolitical, but her actions suggested otherwise. Teresa claimed to be apolitical, but supported conservative policies in Spain and the UK, which contradicted her statement. She protested liberal legislation in Spain and boosted awareness of a bill restricting abortion in the UK. Her comments in the US praised the Reagan administration's policy in Ethiopia, which activists found troubling as it supported the brutal regime. Critics suggest her actions were motivated by advancing her organization's mission rather than alleviating human suffering. In conclusion, Mother Teresa's popular image as a hero for the poor and sick is challenged in this book, noting instances of poorly run facilities and controversial associations. Feedback is welcomed by contacting rememberstoryplanet.net. Recommended further reading includes Madness in Civilization and The Name of God is Mercy, offering insights into Pope Francis's views on God's attribute of mercy. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.